Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something really cool. We're taking your digital art and making it real. Something you can actually touch. So if you've ever dreamt of wearing your own designs, you've come to the right place.
So how do you do it? How do you actually get a machine to draw with thread? It kind of seems like magic, right? But it's not. It's really just about translation. It's about taking an idea that lives on your screen, one made of pixels and light, and teaching a machine to recreate it using a language it understands, a language of stitches.
And this is what it's all about. Taking a simple digital image like the one we see here on the left and turning it into a beautiful, textured, embroidered piece, just like the one being stitched out on the right. That's the journey we're on today.
Okay, let's dive into this tale of two files. These are the two main characters in our story. First, you've got the JPEG. That's the dream, the image you see on your screen. And then you have the PES file, which is the digital reality that an embroidery machine actually needs. The best way to think about it is like this. A JPEG is a beautiful photo of a cake. You can see it, you can admire it, but you can't eat it. A PS file, though, that's the actual recipe. It's the step-by-step instructions the machine needs to bake that cake. One is just a picture, but the other, that's the plan. So yeah, a PES file isn't really an image at all. It's more like a map or a set of coordinates. It tells the machine exactly where to put every single stitch, what kind of stitch to use, and the perfect order to do it all in. It's pure instruction. But why, right? Why can't the embroidery machine just look at a regular picture and figure it out? It would be so much easier. Well, the thing is, high-quality embroidery requires an incredible amount of detail that a simple picture just doesn't have. And that's exactly why these PES files are absolutely crucial. They've got all the critical info that a JPG is missing. We're talking stitch placement, when to change colors, even what kind of thread to use. It's what gives you total control over the final quality and makes sure your design actually looks good when it's all done.
All right, so now you get the why. Let's get into the how. You're ready to convert your image. So let's walk through the roadmap for this little creative quest, from that simple file on your computer to a design that's ready to be stitched.
The whole process really breaks down into about 6 main steps. You start by prepping your image, then you pick your your conversion tool. After that, it's just a matter of importing, tweaking a few settings, and then boom, you generate that PES file, save it, and you're good to go.
And the great news is you've got options. You can go all in with powerful, dedicated software like Brother P Design for maximum control. Or for simpler stuff, you can try one of the many online tools. And hey, if you need something perfect and you're on a deadline, you can even hire a pro to digitize it for you.
And in some programs, it's incredibly simple. You can see here in something like Inkscape, once your design is looking good, you just go right up to that Save As menu and, well, there it is. You can pick from a whole list of embroidery formats, including the PES file you need.
Okay, you know the process. But before you jump in, let's talk about some, let's call them secrets. These are the essential tips that'll help make sure your first project is a huge success and not, a frustrating mess of tangled thread.
Seriously, are you ready to skip the rookie mistakes? Because trust me, knowing a few best practices before you even start is going to save you so much time, so much thread, and a ton of frustration. Let's avoid those common errors.
So these are the big ones. First, your starting image has to be high quality. Garbage in, garbage out, right? Second, keep it simple. Fewer colors often look way cleaner. And third, and this is the golden rule, you guys, always, and I mean always, do a test stitch on a scrap piece of fabric first. Please.
And hey, if you do run into trouble, don't panic. It happens. This little guide can help you out. If the stitch quality looks bad, it's almost always your starting image resolution. If the colors are off, you can usually fix that right in the software. It's usually a simple fix.
So, you've done it. You've prepped the file, you've created your PES, you've done all the digital work. And now it's time for the real magic. This is the moment your design literally jumps off the screen and into the real world. Once you transfer that file over, usually with a USB stick, you'll see your creation pop right up on the machine's little screen. This is your final checkpoint. It's that last chance to make sure everything looks right before you press the big green button.
And there it goes. The machine whirs to life, and the needle starts moving with this crazy speed and precision. It's perfectly following that stitch map you created. Every single movement is a direct order from your PES file, bringing your design to life, one perfect stitch at a time.
So now you know how to do it. You know how to bridge that gap between the digital and the physical. A whole new universe of creative projects just opened up for you. Custom hats, personalized jackets, unique gifts. The only limit is your imagination. Your digital art is ready to go, so what are you going to create first?